This is Hall County Sports, brought to you by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. Remember, when you go Green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair, 770-535-7278. And by McFall Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McFall Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services, Kids Town, and adult small groups. McFall Road United Methodist Church, dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ.
Hello once again, everybody. This is Hall County Sports, and I'm your host, Gary Glenn. Lots of stuff happening in the springtime, and we head to the pitch for the first segment. The Johnson girls began last week, rated number 7 in the state in soccer, and they continued their unbeaten and mostly dominating ways, 9-0 over Stevens County. Bethany Johnson had a hat trick in the first half alone. Kaylin Dubanowski, Kayla Madsen each added a couple of goals. The Lady Knights then had to go to penalty kicks to edge number 5 Oconee County in a battle of top 10 teams in Oakwood. Brittany Martin had scored the lone goal in regulation for the Lady Knights. Madsen had the assist, and goalie Macy Collins had 14 saves. Leslie Moon and Savannah Turk both came up with some key blocks on defense, while Macy made 3 saves over the final 35 minutes to send the contest into overtime, where they won it. And not only that, they earned the number 4 ranking in the state in this week's polls. And we bring to the show now Coach Phil Higgins, the head coach of the Johnson Lady Knights. And first of all, Phil, congratulations, still undefeated.
Thank you.
I think that you had a tie, but that's against like a 4 or 5A school, wasn't it?
It was 4A. I think it was our second game of the season for Forsyth Central.
Wow.
So, 1 tie.
So now you're rolling right along. Did you expect that?
Well, if you had told me at the beginning of the season that we'd be undefeated right now, I would have said you were being optimistic. But we take it day to day and keep working, and we're getting the results that we want. We've had some very close games. Chastity was a close game. North Hall was a close game. And then, of course, last Friday, very close game.
Yeah, when you have to go
all the way down to
have to go to sudden victory, overtime is
right.
what it wound up being. And so, what do you think has gelled for you so far? Obviously, I mean, I'm reading off these talents, and I saw where Kayla Madsen the other week had like 9 goals in 2 games or something like that.
You know, I think everyone. We have our midfield back. We had a lot of people come back. Everyone is clicking right now. We have a strong midfield. Dumanowski, Guzman, they're a good combination in the middle of the field for us. Our wings are good, and our defense has been coming up very big in the last few games. Everything's starting to click. I hope we just keep on looking to improve every single day, practice, games. And I think all the girls are kind of bought into that philosophy. They want to see how far they can go. And we're excited. We're excited to be in the position that we're in, and we hope to. We still have big games coming up. Gainesville is coming up, and then tomorrow we have White County, and they only have 1 loss in the region. So we're still working.
I was going to ask you, too, to kind of handicap the race now. Who looks to be strong, but you just mentioned some of the people right then. So what's going to be the key factor for you to take it on into the state playoffs now?
Right now, I think the key factor is that we keep our heads on straight and keep wanting to work. We still look at game film, like we'll look at game film today, and I posed the question to the girls, what do we still need to work on? You know, what would make us a better team now? They're not satisfied. I don't think, there's been a couple games where they've acknowledged, yes, we've played well, but there's always things that they're looking to improve on. And, you know, they're really growing as a team on their own right now, and they know that there's room for improvement always, and that's going to be the factor, because we don't want to say that, you know, that was our peak, you know, at the middle of the season. We want to end our season playing our best game.
Well, you've obviously had some offense out of Kayla Madsen, but then you mentioned the defense. So has it been one of those kind of situations where if one part of the game might be lacking, maybe because of the opponent, the other part of the team has stepped it up?
Well, I think that's kind of been, you know, part of it is that when if one player, you know, is having an off game, their counterpart kind of steps up, or their sub off the bench will step up. I think they've really started, you know, with that mindset that if something goes bad for my teammate, I'm going to do something that is going to, you know, balance that out. And, you know, it's been a team effort. It really has. There's girls who score a lot of goals, but, you know that soccer's not just about scoring goals. It's about, you know, controlling the middle of the field and not giving up due to costly errors on defense. So it really has been a team effort. These girls work for each other.
What's the makeup of the team? Are you young, old, experienced? I mean, you mentioned you had some people coming back. Seniors, juniors, what you got?
Our biggest class is our sophomore class. All those girls will have, by their senior year, I think we'll have 7 girls with three or more years of varsity. Our sophomore class right now is you know, I think there's 7 right now that get significant time or start. So, I mean, we have some very good seniors, don't get me wrong. Kayla Matson and Leslie Moon, our 2 captains, are excellent soccer players, and they, you know, pour out effort every single game, along with Jessica McClure and Crystal Aguilar, who's a defender for us. So the majority of us are sophomores. So.
All right. Well, it sounds like things are well in hand for the Lady Knights, not only this season, maybe for years to come.
Hopefully.
Phil, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it very much. Good luck to the Lady Knights the rest of the way. By the way, we talked about the Johnson boys last week. They were number 3 ranked last week, and they suffered their first defeat of the season, falling to number 7 Oconee 3-2 in sudden victory overtime. All right, we're going to raise a racket when we come back. Hall County Sports will continue. If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McKelvey Road between Gainesville and Beaufort. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own. At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
Smith's Cleaning of South Hall has many services to offer businesses throughout Hall County and the surrounding areas. No matter how small or how large your projects are, we can help. Smith's Cleaning of South Hall has 2 large industrial riding scrubbers that are available to clean manufacturing and/or warehouse floors. Call Smith's Cleaning of South Hall at 770-531-1533 for a free estimate.
Mountain View Auto Repair is your local full-service auto repair shop. Trusted with your vehicles for over 20 years, our experience will ensure that your vehicle will stay well-maintained year-round.
Mountain View Auto Repair is the place to bring your vehicle. They'll always treat you right. The service is good and the prices are very reasonable.
You can trust our experts in everything from transmissions to brakes to engine repairs and oil changes.
My wife and I bring our cars to Mountain View Auto Repair because they're honest, they do good work, and their prices are reasonable.
So visit owner Danny Hammock and his staff of professionals at 3365 Mountain View Road in Gainesville, or give them a call at 770-535-7278. That's Mountain View Auto Repair for your complete auto service.
We have returned. I'm Gary Glenn. Hall County Sports is the show. We're talking tennis this particular segment. West Hall's boys went to 13-0, 9-0 in the B portion of 8 AAA by beating Walnut Grove 5-love. Brendan Worth, Max Wilson, and Connor McFall all won in straight sets. And then they beat Johnson 5-love. Arch rival Johnson, the Knights, the Battle of Oakwood, and that made them a perfect 13-0 on the season so far. We bring Coach John McFall, the head coach of the West Hall Tennis Spartans, to the show now. And John, wow, it's hard to argue with perfection. You guys must be playing pretty well.
We're playing pretty well. It's hard to argue with it. Yep, real pleased.
What has done it for you so far? Senior leadership, experience on the court, all of the above?
Well, I do have a couple of seniors, but we actually we only have one senior that plays varsity. So it's kind of been a group effort as far as leadership. I think kids work pretty hard, and I think they have good team chemistry. They get along well. I just took a group of them, not all of them went, but I took a group to Athens, watched Georgia play, and they just like hanging out with each other. So.
Well, that's part of it. I mean, if you like your teammates,
Right.
that's a very positive thing.
Right.
Now, I mentioned your singles players, Brendan Worth, Max Wilson, and your son, Connor McFall. Your doubles teams, they must be playing pretty well, too.
Yes, very well. Number one doubles is Tatum Scroggs and Min Kim. They're both sophomores and don't have much experience. Tatum actually lettered last year in varsity, played about half our matches. Min didn't play any, but they have. They've come through. We got a big test tomorrow actually, but so far they've played extremely well.
Your other doubles team?
Other double team is Grayson Kyle and the senior Jacob Bruns, who got back from basketball just a couple of weeks ago, and he's just getting the rust off a little bit, but he's really helped out.
You've been kind of around the horn a little bit so far. So who's the competition? Who's it going to come down for the region title here?
Well, you know, I haven't played the other side in the sub-region, so I know that it's pretty balanced over on the other side. But as far as our side, Gainesville's very strong, at least, you know, comparatively speaking. They're very close to us. We kind of eked out a 3-2 win, had a lot of close matches there. We played at their place early in the season. And Coney, who is a traditional state power, they aren't quite as strong as they used to be, but they're still very formidable competition. And we beat them 4-1, but it was pretty close in every match.
And the region championship's going to be coming up in mid-April at Alberta, right?
Right. Bobby Bailey Tennis Center.
So not too far down you. A little bit maybe. I only hope for a home court advantage for the Spartans. Anyway,
it won't hurt.
On the other side, it won't hurt. There you go. John, thanks for coming in.
All right. Thank you.
John McFall, West Hall Tennis. Okay, we'll hit the links when we come back.
Imagine 3 football fields of the most unbelievable pre-loved office furniture. That's what just arrived at School Tools and Office Pros. Team Office Pros is doing the touchdown dance while saving you money on chairs for executives, managers, students, and teachers starting at $19.99. Bookcases for lawyers, accountants, classrooms, and libraries starting at $24.99. File cabinets for medical, legal, professional, and personal starting at $49.99. Desks for college students, businesses, and home office starting at $99.99.
Unbelievable! Falcon Parkway Fitness is your neighborhood family fitness center. The friendly, knowledgeable staff, all certified trainers, are there to help you achieve your fitness goals in a state-of-the-art facility, all for less than $1 a day for a membership. Falcon Parkway Fitness is open to fit your schedule. Where else can you find child care, group fitness, personal training, a day spa, and a hair and nail salon all under one roof? That's Falcon Parkway Fitness behind the Public Shopping Center in Flowery Branch. Visit us on the web at www.falconpkwfitness.com.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, ensuring your future since 1905.
Well, the Hall County Golf Championships last week ended up in, shall we say, less than ideal conditions. After an overnight and part of the morning soaking rain drenched the Royal Lakes course, the day stayed cloudy and cold. When all was done and finished, Gainesville had swept the titles, winning the girls' championship by 3 shots, 191 to 194 over West Hall and the girls' low medalist Malorie Smith of the Lady Spartans. After both male teams tied at 3-13 after 2 days of play, the GHS boys had to go to a 1-hall playoff to beat North Hall and boys' low medalist Andy Bracewell by 1 shot. And after the tournament, I had a chance to talk with the winning coaches, Clay McDonald of the Gainesville girls and Bryson Worley of the Red Elephant boys, who are both glad to survive a brutal day and close competition.
Yeah, it was very, very tough today. Extremely tough, but the girls came out and stuck to our game plan and played really well. It gives us a lot of confidence going forward. Again, you know, we had some young players, first time playing in Hall County, and I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence in their game and ability to move forward, do good things.
It's about as tight as we wanted it. We didn't play very well today, but to have an opportunity to come back and have a chance to get in a playoff, if nothing else, you know, to come back and win against a very good North Hall team that, you know, all of our guys know each other. They all play at Chattahoochee together, so it's pretty special to win that thing. We haven't won it since 2006, so it's good for us to kind of get back as far as this tournament goes. It's just a good start to the year.
Now, Gainesville's boys won for the 17th time in the tourney's 24-year history. It was the Lady Elephants' 23rd county golf title. The Gainesville boys broke a 3-year Johnson winning streak. The Knight boys, by the way, finished 3rd in the county last week. North Hall ladies were 3rd on the girls' side. Individually, Smith had finished as girls' runner-up last year as a freshman. For the boys, Bracewell this time shot the low round of the tournament, a 35, to finish at 3 over par, 75 over 2 days.
Smith carded a 94 for the girls. Now, they both were happy to finish as low medalists, but what they really both wanted was that team title.
I was hoping that us as a team, that we would win, but of course Gainesville, but I will say they did a magnificent job. They are a great team, they have a great coach, but I'd have to say that I'm happy with how we did today, and we'll just have to look forward to next year.
Yeah, that's the only thing we came here for. I mean, the individual thing's nice, but that doesn't really matter. The team thing is what we're here for.
Now, later last week, the North Hall boys beat West Hall head-to-head, and the Gainesville girls beat White County, and then added to their Hall County title with a win at the Chattahoochee Invitational. West Hall was second after a playoff with St. Pius on the girls' side. Now, Westminster was 6 shots in front of Gainesville for first on the boys' side, and North Hall finished 5th. In other golf news, the McEver Road United Methodist men are sponsoring a 4-man scramble golf tournament. That's on Saturday, April 2nd at the Mossy Creek course in Cleveland. Stuff will benefit the UMM's community projects. For details, you can call Lloyd Smee at 770-967-3206 or email him, l.smee@charter.net. And this week, the Hooters Pro Tour returns to the Chattahoochee Country Club. Portions of those proceeds go to fight cancer. We're back to wrap it up when All County Sports concludes.
Open hearts, open minds, open doors. Let's consider that church is a menu of adventure. Let's consider that open is a verb instead of a noun, a word of action. What if church was less about Sunday and more about the other days of the week? Opening hearts, opening minds, opening doors. What if church wasn't just a place we go, but something we do?
I want to be part of a church where everybody feels that they have a role to play and a place to be and are welcomed, that there's something for everyone.
What if church wasn't just a building, but doors opening up a different experience that whoever knocks might find a journey to call their own?
We have people that come in t-shirts and blue jeans and flip-flops, and we do have our older generation that comes in ties and suits, and we want everybody to feel comfortable.
You know God is there because of the people that are there, and you want to enjoy that same feeling of fullness and freedom.
Let's rethink church. Then Sunday could be a day of reflection on all that we had accomplished Monday through Saturday. Then together, we can open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
My name is Lloyd Smee.
I'm Renee Barnett.
My name's Alan Cudd.
My name's Don Cooper.
My name is Mike Stewart, and I attend McEver Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill here in Oakwood, Georgia. We'd love for you to come join us.
This message has been brought to you by the people of the McEver Road United Methodist Church. Gary Cole, pastor.
How you doing? I'm Pastor Maddox at World Redeeming Ministries. Just come on out and have great fellowship and fun with us, where God lives, and we will certainly enjoy having you. You will be the guest of honor in the house of the Lord. And we just want to say to you again, we love you, we're going to pray for you, and you're on the winning team. We're World Redeeming Ministries, where we're redeeming the time. So come on out and be with us, and your life will never be the same again.
Hey, I'm Crazy Larry G. I'll sell you anything that walks, crawls, slides, or glides. Give me this opportunity to save you some money. I will beat any price on any piece of furniture in the state of Georgia, North Carolina, Waxahachie, Texas, any place at all. I want to earn your business, and that I will earn it by saving you money and saving you on anything that you buy at G's Home Furnishings and Appliances. Just remember, I may be high on the hill, but I got the lowest prices in the valley. And if you buy it anywhere else, we both lose money.
There are hundreds of options when choosing apparel or promotional items at J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case. We're all about quality and competitive pricing. Sports items are in stock. Look for special pricing on Letterman jackets, corporate apparel, corporate gifts, and custom embroidery. All local high schools should check out the line of spiritware and trophies. We're also offering custom screen printing available for any team sport. Be on the winning side when you choose J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case, locally owned and operated at 250 Dawsonville Highway, Gainesville. Call 770-718-0062 or on the web at jgeyer.com and trophycaseltd.com.
We start our wrap-up with baseball. Flowery Branch came from 3-0 down in the 7th to beat Harding Academy 4-3. Falcons hit 2 singles and a triple to set up Kelton DeVoe's game-winning RBI single. Logan Conley went 2 for 3 with a double. Chase Hulsey had an RBI triple for the Branch. And then when they beat Cedar Shoals 11-1 last week, they went to 5-1 overall on the season. And that 5th victory equaled their win total from all of last year. Jesse Brookshire 3 for 3 with 2 RBI doubles and 3 runs driven in on the day. Also reached on an error in the 5th. Andrew Lahr got the win and Gant Davis the save. North Hall crushed Lumpkin County 13-2. Chris Stevens just about did it all by himself. A grand slam, a 2-run home run, and 7 RBI. Hamilton Harper added a solo homer for the Trojans. Number 6 ranked Gainesville bounced back from a loss to Lumpkin County and crushed number 5 Oconee County 15-0 in a game which only went 2 2/3 innings due to the mercy rule. David Gonzalez pitched his way out of 3 straight walks to open the game, and the Elephants exploded for 5 runs in the first inning alone. In the game, Will Maddox hit a sac fly and a solo homer. Skylar Weber jacked a 3-run shot for Gainesville, which went to 7-2 overall, 5-2 in league play. Johnson pounded out 17 hits in their 22-5 crushing of Monroe area. Chris White led the Knights with a grand slam plus a solo home run, and he finished with 4 total hits and 5 RBI. But he wasn't the runs-driven-in leader. That was A.J. Benefield with 2 homers, a double, and 6 RBI for the Knights. Lakeview got their bats working in a 10-0 spanking of Riverside. Taylor Simpson had a 2-run homer. Jacob Whitenden had an RBI triple and scored twice for the Lions. Dallas Deaver struck out 8 in the 5-inning Mercy Rule game. Riverside did bounce back with their 17-6 beating of Prince Avenue. Alec Rupenthal 5 for 5 with a home run, 4 runs scored and 2 RBI. Mason Pope was 2 for 3 with a homer and 2 runs driven in, and Jacob Harrison struck out 8 in their win. Chestatee Scott Tuning struck out 10 in 6 2/3 innings as the War Eagles held off Stevens County 10-7. Tuning helped his own cause with a 2-run homer and 2 runs scored. Bernal softball sophomore pitcher Anna Manus received the honor of being named Golden Tiger of the Week. She's performed brilliantly on the mound. Manus helping Bernal University win the Gold Bracket Championship of the Gulf Coast Invitational. Manus played 5 out of the 6 games, and as a pitcher, she won 4 of the 5. Now, within the tournament alone, pitching 5 games, including one that went to 10 innings, Manus threw an impressive 23 strikeouts. Now, at that tournament, Bernal beat number 3 William Carey University 1-0, and Lindsey Wilson College, who had received votes in national rankings, 5-4 in a tiebreaker in 10 innings. In the semifinals, the Tigers had ended the 3rd-ranked William Carey Crusaders' 17-game winning streak and handed them their first loss of the season, courtesy of Morgan Smith's RBI sacrifice fly. In the finals against Lindsey Wilson, they ended the Raiders' 12-game winning streak, the Tigers being the only team to beat them at that point. Ellen Black smacked a 2-run homer and 3 RBI. Tigers also swept a doubleheader from Southern Westland 11-0 and 15-0. In the nightcap, Bernal Sports Information notes that Jenny Shepard went 2 for 4. She generated 2 singles and an RBI, but from the pitcher's mound, she hurled 9 strikeouts and pitched a perfect game, the 3rd in school history. The day before, the Tigers had swept a doubleheader against Wesleyan 24-0 and 18-zip. In that first game, Christina Reynolds did not just perform well at the plate, but she did so on the mound too. She threw 6 strikeouts, pitching the 2nd perfect game in school history. In that second game, Sally Dugan went 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 doubles and 3 RBI. But that's not all. She also managed to collect a total of 10 strikeouts, pitching a no-hitter. Bernal Sports says that's 3 no-hitters in 4 games. Bernal is ranked nationally at number 2 in total runs scored, number 3 for runs scored a game, total runs batted in. The Tigers entered the week at 20-2, 4-0 in the conference, and rated number 18 in the country. After sweeping Columbia 9-0, the Bernal tennis team is now 4-3 for the season and 2-0 in the SSAC. Golden Tigers ranked number 8 in the NAIA and number 2 in the conference. Bernal University swim team ended their season at the national championship in great fashion. With a team of 6 at the national meet, the Golden Tigers were able to achieve 6 personal bests, 4 relay bests, and set 3 school records. Julia Ferreira, a junior from Brazil, broke her personal best in the 200 breaststroke. At a time of 2:33, Ferreira managed to finish the meet within the top 20. Melissa Bofto, a senior from Warner Robins, also beat her personal best in the 200 breaststroke, 2:37. Hannah Boudreau, a sophomore from Lafayette, Louisiana, bettered her time in the 200 fly in 2:07. Boudreau finished 14th in the 400 free relay. 7th in the 400 IM, and 5th overall at the meet. As for Monica Souther, a freshman from Tunnel Hill, Georgia, she was named the recipient of the Champions of Character Award. Track and field, Gainesville track teams, boys and girls, swept the Habersham Invitational. Desmond Hamilton won the long jump, the triple jump, and high jump. Dallas DeFore won the 100 and the 200-meter dashes. Markel Woodard won the 1600. The Elephant 400, 1600, and shuttle relay teams also all won. The Lady Elephants got first from Tierra Hill in the high jump and 100 meters, Sarah Hayes in the 1600, and Anisha Lyles in the triple jump. The JHS girls also took relay gold in the 4x100, 4x800, and the shuttle hurdles. Now, the Knoll Hall track teams competed at the Roswell Rotary Relays. The boys finished 3rd out of a field of 20 teams there. In the individual events, Cody Barger won the 3200. And the sprint medley relay team of Ben Satterfield, Randy Olson, Jacob Fortin, and Brandon Lawson, and the distance medley relay team of Lawson, Nate Simon, Whit Nix, and Barger both took first place. In the girls' individual events, Gabrielle Hoffman finished 3rd in the pole vault. And in an earlier meet last week against Buford and West Hall, Hoffman, who's only a 9th grader, broke the school record in the pole vault at 8 feet 6 inches. Satterfield, by the way, had tied the 100-meter dash school record with a time of 10.9 seconds. All right, time now to name our athletes of the week. And for the male side, we're going to go with Hall County golf champ Andy Bracewell of North Hall, the only man to shoot under par in a round last week. And for the female side, it's going to be Jenny Shepard of Brown softball for her prowess at the plate and a perfect game on the mound for the 18th-ranked Golden Tigers. Some other notes before we leave. Walker Mountain has a 5K race coming up. They're sponsoring it on Saturday, May the 14th. Pre-registration at active.com. Youth League basketball stuff. The 11-under Riverbend Hornets won the Hoops Holiday MAC and Hall County Championships on their way to a 23-1 season. The 13-year-old Falcons won the Hall County Parks and Rec Tournament, and the Gainesville 11-year-olds won the Under-12 Hall County Tournament, and they finished undefeated. Lakeview's Hall of Fame multi-time champion coach Seth Vining hosting a basketball camp on June 6th through the 9th of this year from 9 to 4 in the afternoon. 3rd through the 8th grade boys, it's $135. Team discounts are available. You can contact Coach Vining at 770-531-2648 or email him at seth.vining@lakeviewacademy.com. Former Johnson High wrestling coach Doug Thurman, now at Jefferson, is the Times All-Area Wrestling Coach of the Year. This season, despite illness and injury all season long, the Dragons won their 11th straight traditional and 10th straight state duels titles. In fact, since the duels format was introduced, Jefferson has not lost whatever class they were in when they competed for the championship. Thurman also picked up his 400th career win this season. Meanwhile, Chastity assistant and former North Hall head wrestling coach Paul White continues to recover from a heart stent operation. He fell ill while at the NCAA Wrestling Championships in Philadelphia, but he tells me he's okay now. Thoughts and prayers with you, bud. And finally, yours truly represented the Georgia Iron Dogs weightlifters at the Buford Bodyplex bench press meet this past Sunday and took the over 50 age category medal, weighing in at 203.2 Sunday and lifting in the 220-pound class. I was successful on my first 2 lifts of the day at 280 and 315 pounds before falling shy on my 3rd attempt, going for an unequipped personal meet record, a PR of 340. Oh, well. To quote Chief Dan George, some days the magic works, and some days it doesn't. Well, the upside is that it leaves you something to shoot for next time. Join me right here next week for more Hall County Sports. I'm Gary Glenn. Hall County Sports is brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. And remember, when you go green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair at 770-535-7278. And by McKelvey Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McKelvey Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services every Sunday morning, Kids Town and adult small groups. McKelvey Road United Methodist Church is dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ.
Mountain View Auto Repair is your local full-service auto repair shop. Trusted with your vehicles for over 20 years, our experience will ensure that your vehicle will stay well-maintained year-round.
Mountain View Auto Repair is the place to bring your vehicle. They'll always treat you right. The service is good and the prices are very reasonable.
You can trust our experts in everything from transmissions to brakes to engine repairs and oil changes.
My wife and I bring our cars to Mountain View Auto Repair because they're honest, they do good work, and the prices are reasonable.
So visit owner Danny Hammock and his staff of professionals at 3365 Mountain View Road in Gainesville, or give them a call at 770-535-7278. That's Mountain View Auto Repair for your complete auto service.